Hey everyone, it's Fabian, Empire Build Academy First Look series, and in this one we're looking at the classic Rise of Kingdoms, which has been out for quite a while, so we're going to jump into that. This is also going to lead into my 9 steps to improve your game with the beginners, construction, research, troops, heroes and defense guides, finishing off with attack, looking at the events, and then finally something I'm really looking forward to doing, which is the frequently asked questions. So do look out for these videos for Rise of Kingdoms early 2026. Let's get straight over to Rise of Kingdoms now. This is right at the beginning. This is one of the first screens you will see, and you can see it's got a welcome message welcoming you to the civilization that starts here, and you get a choice of choosing from all of the different ones as well. And each of the civilizations come with their own little buffs, which is something that you need to take into consideration before starting. So you can see this one increases infantry health by 5%, rallied army damage by 5%, and stone gathering speed by 10%. I'm not going to advise anything on how to play the game. This is just checking it out, what it looks like, how it feels, and whether it's a game that you would consider jumping into. And I think I will go with China at the beginning because it's got that building speed 5%, and it's always good to get a little buff on construction because they can always take a while. This looks like a cutscene. Again, cutscenes are not really part of the gameplay. You won't see these kind of graphics in game, but again, if you want to follow the story, then this is something you can do. I am going to click on the skip. So this is the start. This is what your kingdom looks like with a few buildings to start with. I'm going to skip through the chat that she's saying at the beginning. The first thing that we need to do is build a farm. Obviously with the sound I will try and skip that as and where I can from the in-game sound. So this is us building a farm for the first time, and this is where we would collect the food. So now we're going out of the city and going into the world to have a look at what's going on. So basically what's happening here is your first attack. It's like little side attack missions that you need to do. So what we need to do now is go back into the city and build some troops. So this is the infantry training that we're doing at the beginning. Again, from a graphics point of view, doesn't look too bad. It's been around quite a while. Very popular game, and probably one of the smoother ones when it comes to this kind of cartoony style graphics. There are some that are more cartoony than others, and you'll see that in some of the other games that I'll do for the first look. Here we are building a wall. Well, should I say upgrading a wall, and this is going to improve our defense. And when you start in these games, you always follow these very simple instructions just to get a feel of how to build things, how to upgrade things, what are the types of things that you're going to be using in game, and that's what's happening here. It's just giving me a guide on the different things that I need to build. So in here we're now going into the military side of things. You can see we've got a tavern that we're now looking to build, and this is where you will get some silver chests and golden chests. You can see on the silver side of things there are 3 that we're going to get daily. The golden chest is much rarer and you won't get that as often, but what you will get with the golden chest on your first go is normally some kind of general that you can use straight away from the beginning. And there you go, it's Sun Chu. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe the first general that you will get will be based on the civilization you chose. I chose the building one, and that was China, I believe. So Sun Chu was the general that I've got. If I've got that wrong, then please do mention in the comments. And we can click on confirm. You can also see up the top here, we've got some keys, and this is what you would need to open the relevant chest. So silver keys would open the silver chest, of course, and then the golden for the golden chest. Let's go back and see what next we need to do. So what we're doing here is searching for barbarians to attack. This is going to bring us different kinds of rewards for killing the different levels as we go through. And you can see we are now attacking for the first time. And you can see also as well the potential rewards that we are getting for this as well. Now we need to attach our new general that we've just got. That is the commander. And then we can send our troops that we've also built as well. So 1,000 warriors are going along with Sun Chu to go and kill this barbarian. And you can see from here, it's a nice simple battle. They always are in these games. They give you nice easy victories at the beginning. They get much harder as you progress, probably 2 or 3 days into it, but at the beginning, nice and easy, just to give you a feel. And you can see we've got another general now. This is the advanced markswoman, and she is coming with her own types of buffs. So you can see here that archer, peacekeeping and skill are the 3 things that she has. We will click on confirm. We can use her for various things, including gathering as well as attacking. This is your first introduction to quests, and this is how 95% plus of these games work. There will always be some kind of quest or chapters that you follow, that if you follow in order, then you're going to be progressing quite nicely through the different levels and obviously getting your keep or your city to where it needs to be. So following these is definitely crucial to improving your game. And you can see here we are now upgrading our city hall, which is the main thing, to level 2. And this is your city hall. This is the main thing. You wouldn't be able to upgrade anything else to level 2 until the city hall would be upgraded to level 2 first. And you can see now that all of these quests are done. So let's go and claim them all. The next thing we're looking to do is Mysterious Fog. Explore one fog block on the map. So now we're building a scout camp ready to start looking through that fog. And this is the fog. It is a painstaking battle to try and clear all this fog, and I will be honest, that's only a small area there. To clear all the fog takes forever on Rise of Kingdoms, but it's something that you need to do, because if without it being explored, you can't actually go and visit them areas which come with various different little rewards. They come with various bosses that need killing. It's something that you need to do. So if you are playing this game for the long term, sending those scouts out and making sure they're clearing that fog is very important. So again, I was talking about the quests or the chapters or the different things that you need to complete, and that is all down here. You can see it's all in this box here, and then all we need to do is collect all the different things as and when we've done them. And you can also see as well, we're now getting some things there that need to be done as well. So build an archery range is something else that we need to do. So let's go and do that. That is now done, and you can see the gift is been awarded, or the reward for building that. Next, archer training. Train 20 archer units. And if you follow the tasks at the beginning, it definitely is the best way, especially if you've never played the particular game that you're on. So if you've never played Rise of Kingdoms first, just to get a feel of how things work. And the way that the chapters or the quests are set out are nice and simple to follow. Now you're seeing at the beginning, everything is building nice and quickly, but I will be honest, as you progress through the game, let's just use the city hall as an example. And if we went into the information, you can see all the different levels that are needed to build. Now you can see also as well, we have the age. So it's telling us at the moment we're in the Stone Age. We then move to the Bronze Age. Then we move to the Iron, the Dark, the Feudal, and that is it. Now we'll be honest, I've played Rise of Kingdoms before, not played it entirely throughout for a very long time. Don't know if I've ever got to Feudal Age, I'll be honest, not 100% on that. But what I will say is, as you progress through these levels, the buildings take a lot longer to build, and sometimes you can even be waiting days for the different buildings to upgrade. So I'm going to do a few of these upgrades, and then I'll come back to the video when we're moving on to kind of the next stage. Here you can see that I can also now hire a second build queue. So I can just sign the contracts. That is now available. So now I can build 2 buildings at the same time for the next 2 days. So I'm just about to upgrade to City Hall level 3, and this is going to take 5 minutes. And it's just an introduction now to speed ups, where we can use things to speed up the process. So with this one here, it's going to force me to use a 5-minute speed up to complete that level upgrade. Also as well, when you do upgrade, there are different things that are unlocked. So you can see we've got the Path of Vengeance, and we've also unlocked a new troop type, which is Cavalry. So this is the Path of Vengeance. This is the first time that I'll be in this, which is a new event. We can select our troops and generals that we have already got, and then we click into start. Again, because it's the beginning, you can see the power matchup is very much in our favour, and it's going to be an easy victory. And again, with any kind of mini game progress, you will get various rewards for doing that. So you can see here in these 2 items here, we're getting some kind of fragments that is going to allow us to upgrade the level and the skills of these particular generals. Back to this again, I am just literally following all the way down on these different quests, and that is what I would do and continue with that until something is taking too long. So that is what I am doing at the beginning, not clicking on anything or looking for anything myself. I'm just following those quests. This is leveling up a commander for the first time, and you can see we've got to take him to level 5. We can use the quick level to do that. It uses tomes to increase the level of your general, and you can see if I do one more, that will take it all the way to 5, which was the request in here for the different quests. And again, you can see I've got a few there to collect. Take the lead, build a stable is next. Okay, so I was talking about the Stone Age earlier. This is the first time that we go to a different age. So when I upgrade this hall, you can see Bronze Age is going to happen. Again, I was talking about speed ups and how they take longer. And already just going from level 3 to level 4 is going to take 19 minutes. So again, you can use speed ups to do that, or you can just wait for the time to go down. When you're in an alliance, you can also get speed up helps from other alliance members. So getting into an alliance as quick as you possibly can is also crucial. So this is pretty much it for this particular first look. So we've got a good idea as to what and how things work. We've got a look at the different quests that are going down at the side that you can also follow. At the top here, we've got some different things here. So going from left to right, we've got this here, which is telling us all about our kingdom. We can change our name here as well, so I can put in Fabian, which has already been taken. Fabian Tiba. Have I been to Fabian Tiba before? Yes, I have. So I will be Fabian Empire. No one's used that. Come on, 100%. So that is now done. Also can see action points. This is what can be used to kill all the different bosses or barbarians. Down at the bottom, we've got more info, which we can click on and see exactly how you are doing. So you can see buildings, commanders, equipment, all the way around. Currently at a D, and that's because I'm very much in the early stage of building. We've then got troop details, so we can see exactly the total number of units we've got, what's going on in the city, what's going on in the map, and it will let you know exactly what and how things are working. So you can see there, March Q1, that will change as we unlock things like the Research Academy and things like that. Going across to rankings, you need to upgrade to level 8 to be able to see that. Settings, you can obviously play around with all the different things here, including seeing things like the gameplay guide and things like that, which comes with different information on how and what to do with the different things on the game. And then we've got the commander view. This is showing you all the different things that we can unlock. The Ranger, Tax Officer, Drill Master, Iron Guard. I'm not sure when you would be unlocking all these different things. I haven't played it enough to 100% know. And then we've got the exit game option, which is not what we're going to do at this moment. We are now going to go down to what the different options are here. So we have our VIP level, and with the daily VIP you can obviously collect points to increase your VIP and logging in consecutively will increase how many points you get. So obviously doing that as often as you can is going to benefit and help. You can also see as well we get some buffs that come with the different VIP levels, and obviously as you increase through the VIP levels these will get better. Same with the chests. We can claim one chest every single day. The VIP 0 chest versus the VIP 9 chest are going to be significantly different. We also have the city management, which is the arrow next to the VIP. This shows you some different things in relation to your city and what you can manage, so you can see where your teleports are. You can also add a peace shield to your city so that you're not getting attacked, and there's various buffs and things like that that you can also add to your city. The one next to that, this is the effect. This is the peace shield that I was talking about, and any other various buffs that you've got in place. The game gives you a 2-day peace shield to first start off, and I always say you don't really want to lose that until you are ready to start attacking. So building everything up under that 2-day peace shield is very crucial. Across here, all the way over to the right hand side now, we've got something there which you can also see has an icon with 2 attached. So this is something that you'd want to see, and it's your notice board and showing you various different pieces of information in there. And then the last thing that you need to do is just check down at the bottom, and you can see all these different options here, quite a few of them. Let's have a look at them. So we've got Vengeance, that takes us into that mini game. Items, to see all the different things that you've got. If you've not clicked on something for the first time, then you normally get that lady coming up and giving you an idea and an overview of what it is you're doing. So this is the backpack, and you can see we've got all these different resources. We've got speed ups, boosts, equipment will come later, and then anything else that is ad hoc will find in here, including things like your beginner's teleport and stamina. The one next to that is the commander icon, and when you click on the commander you can see exactly the generals you've unlocked. So you can see here we have Sun Tzu, and we also have the markswoman, and you can see the other kind of generals that can be unlocked as you progress further in the game. Then we have the mail, and this is where you can see all various kinds of mail, whether it's system, whether it's reports, maybe even something personal from people that you are in contact with on the game. That's where you would find all this. The space, that would take us into the world where you would see all the different barbarians. So again, you will be able to do this. You must first research quarrying in the academy. That is going to be unlocked, the academy, when you go to the Bronze Age. And then lastly, we have the search option, which is a way to search all the different barbarians. You can search all the different gathering resource spots as well, and that's how you would do that. And then right at the top, we also have our resources and also our gems as well. So that is the first early impression of this game. What do I personally think of it? I don't mind it. Again, I'm saying I don't like the cartoon version games, but actually some of them are okay. Rise of Kingdoms is one of those. Again, like Whiteout Survivor, I'd say was quite smooth. It's quite nice. I think personally, in my own opinion, it's better than Lords Mobile. Just feels a little bit more advanced, if that makes sense, in the way it works. I do like the way the quests work. I think that is nice and easy to follow, and to be fair, fair, I have played it a couple of times, never gone really deep into the game. But it's one of those where I'd say everything seems to flow nicely. The events all seem to correspond with each other, and the progress of your buildings and things like that all seem quite fluent and regular in how that happens. Of course, you can always purchase packs on these games. That is the way these games work, and this game is no different. You're going to see lots of people who spend lots of money on these games, and that is for sure. But in terms of its feel, in terms of its look, and in terms of how the game plays, this one's not too bad. So if this is the kind of thing you are looking to play, I would say Rise of Kingdoms is one of the better ones to play, and certainly gives you some decent playtime without spending too much money. Again, if you're going to be completely free to play, then of course you are going to be restricted in the different things you can do. So that is my early impressions of the game. I am going to do the 9-step process for this game. So if you have any tips that you would like to share before I jump into that, that would be amazing. And also please do give me your own opinions of this game in the comments. Keeping it nice and short, don't want to go too deep into this. The next thing you will see with this are the 9 videos as part of that process. Again, if you have any information that you think will help, please do say it in the comments. Maybe there's something I'm missing at the beginning that could be crucial to improving and making my gameplay better. Please do let me know. That's it for this particular video. I will see you in the beginner's guide, which will be coming up early 2026. Thanks for watching.